going to give you a quick update on an officer-involved shooting that occurred this morning just over behind us at 1325 North Adelia Court. Call came in about 4:38 this morning. We had multiple callers call 911 giving a description of a male, Hispanic male, armed with a gun, knocking on multiple doors within the apartment complex. Officers responded and encountered a male matching this description. Both English and Spanish orders were given to the male. Officers made sure they clearly communicated with him in both languages what they wanted him to do. After giving the male multiple commands, officers did fire their weapons at this male. Immediately after firing their weapons, medical was called to the scene to administer aid. Officers then began administering CPR to the male. The male was transported to the hospital where unfortunately he did die from his injuries. Right now we have the 18th Judicial District Attorney Critical Incident Response Team that's on scene handling the investigation. We are part of that group as of last year. The officers, two of them did discharge their weapons. Both of them were equipped with body-worn cameras that were turned on and recording and will be used for part of the investigation. There were other multiple officers on scene taken in as well that witnessed the incident that are going to be interviewed as part of this process, including multiple witnesses that either saw something or part of the initial calls into dispatch describing what happened. The officers have been placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation.
So there you go. Aurora police officers been put on administrative leave. They got themselves a nice paid vacation. Why? Because they killed a man. They killed a man. Doesn't sound like he was up to any good, but it doesn't really sound like, I mean, he's just knocking on doors. It looked like he was trying to, just thinking about, robbing people. And then just, okay, so just don't like hearing people get shot and killed, Two Aurora police officers fired their weapons. Also, we're not saying who the guy's name is, right? The Arapahoe County Coroner's Office, they'll tell what's going on at a later date. The Critical Incident Response Team, did you hear what he said? The 18th Judicial District, he's a part of the Critical Incident Response Team. So it's like, well, we went ahead and did the thing, and then we give it to the critical response. That's you too, right? Well, yeah, we and then we finished it up. So, long short said he did not know whether the suspect had fired his gun. So he's going around looking like he's going to try to, rob people. I guess that people just didn't open the door or whatever, or maybe just slammed the door. I'm not for sure. And it said that he died at the scene. So, let's see, one man dead in Aurora police shooting. So another fucking homicide, right? One man killed in police shooting. 1325 North Idalia Court after multiple 911 calls came in reporting a Hispanic man is knocking on doors at the Fontaine apartments. They said he's a 31-year-old. And after the man failed to comply with multiple commands, two officers fired their guns at the man. So that's interesting. So I guess put the gun down, put the gun down, put the gun down, put the gun down. Was he pointing the gun? They said that there's body camera. Let's get these body cameras out right now. We need to know what the hell's going on. No officers were injured in the shooting. Usually, it's very rare that any officers are ever injured in any of these shootings. Because they're the ones that are shooting. They're the ones couldn't have shot him in the fucking leg. Couldn't have shot a warning shot. Couldn't have shot him, shot out of his hands. And then officers who shot him do CPR. Could you imagine that? Jiminy Christmas. Is that what this was about? When the paramedics arrived, he was pronounced dead. The man has not been identified. So don't worry, Aurora. Cops came in. They killed a guy. Doesn't matter who. Quit asking so many questions. Go back to bed. They went ahead and gave him, extrajudicial capital punishment. Chief Vanessa Williams, she's extremely thankful that none of her officers or any of the members of her community were hurt during this morning's incident. I guess she's trying. Chief Vanessa Wilson. Hey, Chief Vanessa Wilson, can you stop killing people? I don't know. shoot in the leg, try to do something else. I know, yeah, you want to get back to the house, but just feel like a lot of times if you would just charge at dude, you'd be able to get a hold of him. And so we got, 2 body cameras that should be coming out. And anybody who has witnessed the shooting or the events leading up to it need to contact the Aurora police. The Aurora police.